The moon. The moon is the only natural satellite of the earth. So we know that the only natural satellite of the earth is moon. Like the origin of the earth, there have been attempts to explain how the moon was formed. In 1838, Sir George Darwin suggested that initially the Earth and the Moon formed a single rapidly rotating body. The whole mass became a dumbbell shaped body and eventually it broke out. It was also suggested that the material forming the moon was separated from what we have at the present, the depression occupied by Pacific. Like in the origin of the earth, we have seen that there were two types of theories, early theories and the modern theory. Similarly, in the case of moon also we have the early theory and the modern theory. What about the early theory? It was presented in 1838 by Sir George Darwin. And what about the modern theory? It is known as the big splat event or the giant impact. Let us see. This is Sir George Darwin. So in 1838, Sir George Darwin suggested that initially the earth and the moon formed a single rapidly rotating body. See, we have already studied that initially earth or the proto-earth, it was a hot object. It was barren and rocky in nature, and it was surrounded by a thin atmosphere of hydrogen and helium. So what happened? That we know that earth is rotating, and the earth was rapidly rotating. It was rotating at a very higher speed. So, and we know that the centrifugal force, see, whenever there is a body which is rotating or moving in a circular path, you can see on the screen, the ball is rotating in a circular path. So, and when a body is rotating in a circular path, the centrifugal force which is applied on the body or on the ball, it tends to move the ball away from the center. It means the ball is directed away from the center. As you can see in the picture, due to the rapid rotation of the earth, the centrifugal force acting on the earth, it also increased. This increased centrifugal force, it made the shape of the earth, the shape of the proto-earth, oval. Now what happened? A dumbbell shaped object, it ejected out of this oval earth, which then orbited the earth, and later it was called as the moon. Then what happened? That it was also suggested that the part of the earth from where this moon was ejected, this depression was later filled by then what happened? It was also suggested that the part of the proto-earth from which the moon was ejected, this depression, it was later filled by water, which is now known as the Pacific Ocean. This was the theory which was presented by Sir George Darwin in 1838. Now moving on to the modern theory, which is the giant impact or the big splat event. See what happened. Initially, we know that Earth was hot, barren in nature. So, what happened? A small body like the size of Mars, it collided with Earth. It smashed into Earth. A body like 1, 2, 3, go. A body like the size of a Mars, it collided into the proto-Earth. Then what happened? This collision, it bursted out a part of the Earth. Into the space. This part, it then revolved around the planet Earth, and now this is known as the moon. So a body of the size of 1 to 3 times that of the Mars collided into the Earth sometime shortly after the Earth was formed. It blasted a large part of the Earth into the space. This portion of the blasted material then continued to orbit the Earth and eventually formed into the present moon about 4.4 billion years ago. So, the moon was formed around 4.44 billion years ago.